Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. And so we just got a bunch of news today, man. Just a bunch of news to go over here tonight, man. On a freaking Tuesday, man. And then we'll also do freaking recap of freaking Monday Night Raw here tonight, man. On a freaking Tuesday, man. So right now it just got announced, literally not just announced a few hours ago. It got announced that WWE Summerslam will be in Detroit at Fort Field Arena, where the Detroit Lions play. That will be the house of this year's SummerSlam, August 5th, 2023. So they're going back to August because remember last year they had it in July. I kind of like it better in August. Because then it's kind of separate, right? You have Royal Rumble in January, WrestleMania in April, and then August you have SummerSlam, and then you end the year in November with SummerSlam. I kind of like it better. I feel like it's like 3 to 4 months separating those events. I think it's good, man. But yeah, man. First time WWE back in Fort Field since 2007 when they hosted WrestleMania, I believe 23. So first time in about 15 years, WWE going back to Fort Field Stadium in Detroit. Obviously, they've been in the arena, right? The Little Caesars Arena where the Detroit Pistons played. But they haven't been in the football stadium ever since 2007. So they are back now. SummerSlam will be back in Detroit Ford Field Stadium on August 5th, ladies and gentlemen. Cody Rhodes, man, he's been helping them break a lot of records with the house shows. The past week's WWE house shows in Columbus Saturday and Pensacola Sunday both did all-time record gates. And it's believed because Cody Rhodes was advertised for those shows. So Cody Rhodes doing good numbers for the WWE. He's like top 3 in merchandise sales, and now it looks like he's helping them sell tickets, man. Good for Cody Rhodes, man. And it's at last night's promo between Paul Heyman and Cody Rhodes. I thought they were gonna like finish up this feud with Sami Zayn and then maybe put on Cody with the Judgment Day Edge and Beth Phoenix promo, having maybe like a 6-man tag team match, maybe or 6 tag team match. Beth Phoenix, Edge, and Cody versus maybe Rhea, Finn Balor, and Dominic. But instead they're going with this, and they said it's set to the aim reportedly between the Paul Heyman Cody Rhodes Incredible segment was intentionally done to make Cody Rhodes WrestleMania program, but so they're afraid that people are gonna start booing Cody Rhodes because they're gonna prefer Sami Zayn to face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. At WrestleMania. So this is why I guess this is why they did this promo with Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman to get people more excited about it. Right away, they're making it personal. So apparently that's why this was the reason they did it. They decided to do this because they thought that people were more interested in Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, WrestleMania than this. So it was good by WWE, man. Good job, man. Good job. But let's see if there's any more news. And if not, we'll get on with the recap. Let's see here. I don't know. Tonight they're gonna have Bayley do a Ding Dong Hello episode with Toxic Attraction on NXT. So she's gonna be making an appearance in NXT. Bayley is. I think that's about it. There might be more news, I believe, but man, let's see here. Okay, the last one is they're saying that both Tony Khan and Chad Khan are still interested in potentially buying WWE. I guess Tony Khan did an interview with somebody was it yesterday, a few days ago, and he said, yes, we're still interested. We don't even know if we're going to get the chance to get involved, but if we would get a chance to get involved, we would for sure be very interested in it. So Tony Khan and his father are still interested in buying WWE. Obviously, they had that. Nick Khan had that interview on Friday where when NBC, which pretty much the guy that was interviewed, told him, "I don't think Comcast is going to buy it." Remember, Comcast owns NBC, so he could have some inside information. But so I don't know. Like I said, the worry is Vince McMahon, right? A lot of companies might not want to buy this because they don't want to have to deal with Vince McMahon not wanting to leave. But like I said, Nick Khan has promised pretty much that if it's the right situation and the new owners want Vince McMahon out, Vince McMahon will step away. Nick Khan has said that multiple times now, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Damn, that would be crazy if AEW buys WWE. That would be crazy. Now, I think it would be good for us, the fans, because automatically it would go back to TV 14. I'm pretty sure that would probably be one of the first things you would see. The Khans, the Tony and Chad, one or two, especially Tony, probably make it TV 14. But we'll see. Makes you wonder if that Fox contract could end, because obviously Fox is very family friendly. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they can do Raw. Maybe this was talked about last year in the summer. One of the last things that was talked about before Vince McMahon stepped away was making maybe Raw TV 14 and keeping SmackDown at PG. Maybe they could do something like, we're getting too ahead of ourselves. Anyway, so yeah, the Tony Khan is still interested in potentially buying WWE if he's allowed to get involved in the process. And let's go ahead and do freaking Monday Night Raw recap, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. What was it? February, was it 6? What is going on with this shit? It's not letting me. There we go. 2023. Jesus Christ. Let's go. All right. Right off the bat, man, we got an article, man. I don't know why the WWE shows are so easy to find the script, like to review them. The AEW one is a pain in the ass. Anyways, maybe this person that writes this article doesn't watch AEW. Maybe that's why. Anyway, so WWE, man, from Orlando, Florida, man, home of the WWE minor league system, if you will, the Performance Center. Anyways, so Raw kicks up with Edge and Beth Phoenix. Pretty much, they talked about, they do a promo. And, Edge is like, yeah, I made Judgment Day with the idea of helping all those guys elevate as stars. And, they turned their back on me. But in a way, it's still worth, obviously, Royal Ripley dominating, winning the Royal Rumble from the number 1 entrance. Freaking Finn Balor and Damian Priest are probably in the best spot they've been in their careers. And then you say, well, there's that guy named Dominic. He just pretty much made fun of Dominic. And then Beth Phoenix challenges them to a match. She's like, cut the crap. Fuck this. And then she's like, that's just talking too much, I guess. She's like, we'll just challenge Beth Phoenix and Edge versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. And then the Judgment Day comes on. It's like, Rhea Ripley's not even here tonight. She's out promoting the WrestleMania. And then Beth Phoenix says, well, if she's not here tonight, then I guess we can do this match at Elimination Chamber. So it makes official. Finn Balor accepts it on behalf of Rhea Ripley, so it will be Beth Phoenix Edge versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley in a tag team match at Elimination Chamber. And then the Judgment gets in the ring. You know, it's 3-on-1 technically because Beth Phoenix obviously is a woman. But then the Street Profits come out, they even out the odds, and then they just beat everybody up at the end. And you have freaking Beth Phoenix glam slams freaking Dominic. Dominic screams, "Mommy!" And he's about to get slammed, kind of funny. And then we just freaking end up having the singles match for the elimination qualifying, which was Damian Priest versus Angelo Dawkins. It was a very good match. Freaking Damian Priest delivering some big haymakers, man. Big punches. Damian Priest wins the match. He's qualified. It's obvious WWE likes Montez Ford to use him more as a main event star or potentially like a single star in the future than freaking D'Angelo Hawkins. What's his name? D'Angelo Dawkins, man. It is so clear. But anyways, let's go. It's official. The male maximum models are now on Raw. They signed the contract with Adam Pearce. So they're officially on Raw. Then we get a match between Baron Corbin and Dexter Lumis. Freaking Dexter Lumis wins pretty easily. And after the match, they're backstage. And JBL's like, "I'm done with you, dude. I'm done. You stink. You're affecting my legacy. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm a former world champion. I'm done with you. I try to fix you, but you're dumb. You're stupid. I'm done with you." And he pretty much sent him to hell. Now, I don't know. A lot of people are saying he's gonna maybe move on and maybe manage now somebody from NXT. They could get called up after WrestleMania. But I know he was complaining on Twitter a few days ago about his mom being 85 and she didn't have any like power because of, I guess she lives in Dallas and there were like a big snowstorm over there. So I wonder if this is more like a real life family situation where maybe he needs to go take care of his mom, and he just pretty much resigned for now at least. I just find it funny that like literally a few days ago he was on Twitter complaining that his mom didn't have any power, any electricity for 3 straight days in that Dallas storm that happened last week. And now I could see this being, hey, like talking to like WWE management and being like, "Hey, guys, I have an 85-year-old mom and, I got to take care of her. Last week she was out without power for 3 straight days." I don't know. But a lot of people are also saying it could be because they're going to have to manage somebody else from NXT that could get called up soon. So who knows? We'll see what happens with that. Let's see here. We get more shit, Then we get Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley segment. Freaking Brock Lesnar comes out and pretty much says, "Anytime I go hunting, I think of Bobby Lashley. Anytime I'm fishing, I think of Bobby Lashley. Even when I'm with my wife, after 5 hours of being in the bed, all I can think about is Bobby Lashley." And then he's like, "Right here, I have a contract here worth multiple millions of dollars. I need Bobby Lashley to sign, and we can have our next match, our third match, I guess, at Elimination Chamber." Bobby Lashley comes out, and now out of nowhere, it looks like I thought it seemed like a few weeks ago, Lesnar was the heel and Lashley was the babyface. Now on this one, it seems like it switched now, where Brock Lesnar is the. I think Brock Lesnar, if he's gonna be doing his own stuff with like his own promos, I think it works better that he's a babyface. He needs Paul Heyman to be a heel. So yeah, it's just because he's very like himself, right, as a babyface. Where if he has to be a heel and doesn't have Paul Heyman to talk to him, I think the promos would be terrible. Because as a heel, you gotta play more as a character, whereas a babyface, you can be more yourself. So yeah, it definitely works with him more if he's gonna be doing his own promos to be a babyface. So yeah, pretty much last week. Why should I sign this? I beat you. I already beat you last year at Royal Rumble. Then I beat you again. I believe that was they face at Clash of the Castle. He's like, but I will take these under consideration. I will talk to my lawyer, my manager, my agent, and then I will get back to you. And then he's like, by the way, how does it feel that I have the upper hand in this? And then I guess they kind of shake hands, and then Brock Lesnar pulls him back. He hits him with the F5. And then the crowd starts chanting one more, and then he gets him back up and hits him with a second F5. And that's pretty much it. I thought he was gonna grab him and force him to sign the contract while he was like laying down, but no, he just threw the contract on him and he just left. So we'll see. It's official, supposedly, according to the fans, but he never signed the contract. So we'll see what happens. Let's see here. Then we get the Elimination Chamber Fatal 4-Way match between the woman, Carmella, Candice LeRae, Michin, and Piper Niven. Carmella wins the match, man. She's looking good, man. I like that Burnett looks. What is it? Like, it makes her look really good, man. I think she looks better Burnett than when she was blonde. But anyways, so Carmella advances. Congratulations to her. Next, we get a tag team match. The Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis versus Cedric Alexander. I didn't care about this match too much. Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin win the match. And then The Miz is backstage. He's trying to talk to Adam Pearce. But he gets interviewed by Kathy Lee in the process. And he's like, you know, if I would have had my wrestling gear and I would have been prepared, I would have definitely beaten Rick Boots last week. But that just tells you how lazy Adam Pearce is. He doesn't want to give me a rematch. Adam Pearce comes out of his office. He like eavesdrops and hears everything. Like, oh, really? How about next week? I'll give you a chance. You can have another match. So next week, it's going to be another match between Rick Boots and The Miz, I guess. Then we get Chelsea Green versus Asuka. Chelsea Green, again, you know, going to Adam Pearce, telling him, hey, I want a match for the Elimination Chamber. If you don't give me one, I'm going to talk to the people above you and get you fired. So she's like, oh, Adam Pearce is like, okay, I'll find you an opponent. And then it turns out to be Asuka. Obviously, once Asuka's coming out, you know Asuka's going to win this match. So Asuka wins this match. All the women were actually all the other women that had already qualified were already actually out there watching the match. You know, Liv Morgan, Natalia, Raquel Rodriguez, Carmella. And then after the match, you know, Asuka wins. She's the final one to qualify. And Bianca Belair comes out. She's pretty much, congratulations to whoever wins this. Last year, I was in your position at this time, and now I'm the women's champion. So I'm looking forward to whoever wins this, and I face at WrestleMania. And that's pretty much it. And then we get freaking probably the best part of the night, man. Cody Rhodes promo, man. So pretty much, Cody Rhodes is pretty much saying, hey, there's a possibility. It might not be Roman Reigns. It might be Sami Zayn if he beats him in the Elimination Chamber. It could be Cody Rhodes versus Sami Zayn. And then Paul Heyman comes out, and you know, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna say this was part of the script. He tells him, before we do anything, let me just thank you for a story that I think should have been told a long time ago, but I'm gonna say it right now, and that's that back in 2000, we didn't have any money. Like only like $100 left in our bank account. It came to the point where my father did a commercial, not even for the money, but just to be able to keep the car from the commercial. We were bad, and you had an event when you were working in ECW, and you invited my father, and you paid him really good, and you gave him his confidence back. And I will always thank you for that, man. And Paul Heyman kind of started crying a little bit. And he said, I didn't know we were going to go that route. I was going to talk business. Then I know you were going to go like personal like that. I don't know if that was part of it or not. But I'm sure the story is real. It did happen. But I don't know if Paul Heyman knew Cody was going to say that, mention that or not. But anyways, good stuff. And then, you know, it looks like a very heartfelt conversation, right? Where Paul Heyman's actually like being nice. He's like, your father loved you, you know. In fact, the last conversation I had with him, he told me you were his favorite son. And then he kind of pauses to go Paul Heyman. Cody is like, all emotional about it, and he's like, "But Roman was the son he always wanted." And then he just drops the microphone like a pipe bomb, and then Cody gets all up in his face, and he's like, "I just wanted to be champion, but now you made this personal. At WrestleMania, I take the WWE Universal Championship away from Roman Reigns, and I would do it personally." And then he just walks away. So yeah, again, just like they said in that article that I read when I started the show, this was made to make this match feel important because they are worried that more people are focused and invested in that Sami Zayn Roman Reigns feud, and they're worried that this can lead up to Cody Rhodes getting booed, and people just wanting Sami Zayn instead. So this was made to say, hey, now this is personal too, between Cody Rhodes, at least Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman. And he told him, you made it personal, but your Trifle Chief's gonna be the one that pay the consequences at WrestleMania. So it's personal now, and so they kick off the feud, man. They kicked it off. I thought they were gonna maybe wait until after Elimination Chamber, but I think they realized, hey, we don't want people to start maybe potentially booing Cody Rhodes and keep and start chanting Sami Zayn's name anytime Cody Rhodes is out there. The last thing we want is to have a fucking both kind of heels, right? In a way, both guys, Cody and Roman, getting freaking booed in freaking WrestleMania. So they did a good job here making it personal, man, and making this feel special too, man. Good job. Then we got Montez Ford versus Elias. Montez Ford wins. He qualifies again. Just tells you the fact they had Montez Ford qualified, but Angelo Dawkins didn't. And that just tells you that they're more high on Montez Ford as a single competitor. Anyways, let's go. What else did we get? We get the steel cage match, Bayley versus Becky. Great match, man. Going back and forth, man. At the end, man, you freaking have obviously not Toxic, what the hell? Damage Control trying to get involved. Io gets as Becky's trying to escape. She gets on top of the cage. She climbs up, and she doesn't allow Becky to escape. And then Dakota passes her one of her crunches that she was, because she got hurt last week when she got beat up by Becky. She gives it to him, and Bayley hits Becky with the crunch. And then after that, Lita's music hits, and Lita comes out, and she helps her. She beats the hell out of Damage Control, and then Bayley's trying to escape through the door, and Lita shoves the freaking door on her head, and she bounces right off, and Becky hits the woman slam, her finisher, and then she wins 1, 2, 3. So freaking Lita comes out and helps her win the match. Becky Lynch beats Bayley, man. I don't know if this feud is over or not, but it might be over. Who knows? But yeah, man, it's over. Kind of interesting. They had Lita fucking out of nowhere just show up and help. But yeah, it's good. We'll see what the future holds, because if this feud is over, assuming obviously it's gonna be probably Asuka versus Bianca Belair, and it's already made that it's gonna be Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. Where does this leave Bayley and Becky Lynch for WrestleMania? If this feud is already over, right? Then they're kind of, there's nothing for them right now, right? Maybe something with Alexa Bliss, maybe. It looks like it's going to be Ronda Rousey versus and Shayna Baszler for the tag team titles versus Damage Control, Io and Dakota. That seems to be what I'm hearing. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if they continue this feud and maybe finish it off at WrestleMania. because then it leaves them floating. Both of them. But we'll see what happens. But I think we're done, right? That was. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, holla.